So smoking ribs today, first time on the new PitBoss for camping. I'm just removing the silver skin. To get this done, we'll get them seasoned up and get them on the barbecue. All right, so as you can see, I'm using a little mustard for a binder. You will not even taste the mustard when these get smoked. But I just want a nice thin coat all the sides, and we'll flip them over and do the other side as well after we get some rub on there. As for the rub, I've got, and I don't measure a ton, but about a cup of brown sugar. Then everything else I use to taste. Put smoked paprika in there, a little bit more of that than anything else. Some dark chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, some salt, pepper, and then I use, a lot of people put cayenne. I have I like it a little bit bitier, so I have a ghost pepper rub that I put inside there, some crushed ghost peppers. They're in there for some flavor, some heat. It's not too hot, so I don't put much of that in because it is quite hot, but you could use cayenne, like I said, or red pepper flakes as well, whatever your preference is, and then I'll explain more when we get these on the fire. So one thing, when people go to put meat on, don't rub it, pat it. When you rub it, you're moving the rub off from where you want it to be anyway. So when you put rub on, just pat it down. You're not actually rubbing it. So that's just a little pro tip there, and I'm not a pro.
A pro tip, but I'm not a pro.
I just watch the pros, and this is how I learn. So we're just gonna put a good amount of rub because it is a lot of meat. You want this rub to have plenty of rub so it really affects the meat.
You'll still probably lose some of it, right? And
you're gonna lose some, but when you pat it down, it will not disappear nearly as fast. And that mustard will help bind it on there anyway.
You want to explain the two ribs you got?
Yeah, so we got some baby backs, and then we got some St. Louis style. And if you don't know the difference, baby backs is a thinner cut. The St. Louis style keep the gristle at the top and a lot more fat on it.
Well, the St. Louis is the thinnest.
It's a wider cut. It's not the thickness. The thickness is all the same. You can have the same amount of meat on a St. Louis as a baby back, but you're gonna have
I guess in the side-by-side comparison.
So
these baby backs look pretty thick.
So yeah, I'll get this on here. Getting this up temperature, I'm going to be cooking them at 225. Doing the 3-2-1 method, like I said, 3 hours. Leave them alone, put them on at 225, leave them alone. Wrap them after 3 hours, put some sauce or whatever you like to do. You like to do a little apple juice, that's fine. I like to put barbecue sauce on mine. Wrap them up, let the barbecue sauce steam them for 2 hours wrapped. After that 2 hours, take them out, put them back on. Add a little bit more barbecue sauce for the last hour, let that tighten up, good to go.